Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're looking at some new releases today, new makeup releases, just talking about them, seeing if they're good, seeing if they're not. And we have some Christmas in here already. At least wait for October to be finished. Actually, no, it's kind of fun to see. Okay, let's get into it. Consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, and let's take a look at our first product, our first collection one. We have from SheGlam, Cosmetic Come Up. Huh? Cosmetic Come Up. I don't think that's the best use of words in that order, or for that collection. I think that's kind of a strange Cosmetic Come Up. Cosmic Come Up collection. I'm not a supporter of SheGlam. I won't personally buy it. I do see some products in there. The palette looks kind of cool if you like green and purple, which I do. There is like, I think that's a highlighter. Let me see. Yeah, the Lunar Glow highlighter, which is a small like spaceship UFO, or what they call them now, it's UAEs. No, ZC, you remember that brand actually did highlighters like this very recently, so that kind of just looks like a direct package, packaging, copying. There's some glasses there. This kind of gives like if you went to Starbucks but in space. If they were like, oh, it's Starbucks, but it's the space version. So the Alien Mood palette is $8.99. That's a good price, with 12 shades, interstellar shades and mattes and metallics. Milky Way eyeliner pencil, $2.99 each. 2 High Beam mini matte lipstick sets. Oh, is that what's in the little... Oh, is that a green lipstick? So there's 4 little lipsticks in that one. Lunar Glow highlighter with a bluey green reflective sheen and the interstellar sponge, which is aliens. So yeah, the lipsticks are cute. They look cute. I don't know if they're any good, but it does look like you have some quite unique colors in one, and then like in neutrals all in one, which I think is kind of I mean, I feel like when you have neutrals, it'd be nice to have like one pop of color. So maybe they should have put like that burgundy in the bottom one, and then the green, kept the green up there, maybe switch them around a little bit, and then they're sending some cheap plastic sunglasses with it too, which you can buy in like joke shops. Okay, now if you didn't see my video called Why No One's Buying Anastasia Beverly Hills, which of course people are buying it, it's just a saying. I'll link it here and I'll link it down below. I did mention in it, I was like, Anastasia ABH need to do something dramatic now, do something different, bring us something exciting, because they're kind of getting a little bit boring. They are bringing out this highlighter, and I have to admit, it looks really nice. I'm like a fan of highlighters. I have so many different highlighters, and every time I'm using one, I'm like, oh my god, this is my new favorite, and because a lot of the time it is. But this is the Glow Seeker highlighter for a multi-dimensional glow with a feel of a second skin. So I'm guessing it's gonna be lightweight, baked powder gel hybrid formula. That does sound really good, and that sounds like it's gonna be a little bit smoother on the skin. If it's like baked, that makes it smooth anyway. A gel hybrid with the high reflectivity of a liquid and the weightlessness of a powder without the fallout, offers buildable intensity from subtle luminosity to champagne gold. That sounds good. That sounds promising. That sounds like it might put ABH back on the map a little bit, because they've fallen off. Don't you think they've fallen off? They brought out that eyeshadow palette, which actually looks quite nice. The purple looks nice, and some of the shades look super cute. So, I mean, yeah, they could be doing it. They could be doing it. They could be working their way back in here. Okay, next up we have Hermes. Now these look really, really nice. This is their fall winter collection, Rouge Hermes Shiny Lipstick. Limited edition, and these are all dark colored hue that leaves a subtle translucent film on the lips. Designed by Pierre Hardy, is made from lacquered, polished and brushed metal. Oh, the packaging is, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so we have Rouge Abyss, a burgundy with a touch of cobalt blue, Brunoir, a plum purple with hints of pink, and Rouge Brunei, a strong brick red with warm. God, I'm dyslexic, that's difficult for me. These actually look really beautiful. When I saw these pictures, like the round bits, I was like, oh, they almost have a translucency to them. Translucency? Which I love on the lips. You know, I love very nude color. It actually looks very similar to what I've tried to imitate now. They look really, really nice. I do have to admit, I do have some of the Hermes lipsticks, and I wouldn't say they're worth the extra high price point for what they are in comparison to other lip products and, you know, available in other brands. So do what you will with that. Huda Beauty is releasing a depressed version of the Easy Bake powder. Easy Bake and Snatch Press Brightening and Setting Powder, a pressed powder designed for targeting, brightening and setting, comes with a precision sponge that instantly brightens and blurs for a filtered finish. Talc and fragrance free, medium to full coverage, sweat and humidity resistant, infused with hyaluronic acid and avocado derivative for a creamy, non-drying, soft and silky texture. 8 shades, $38 each. To me, I mean, it just looks like another powder. What I do have to say though is I really admire how Huda Kattan herself actually goes on these videos and does a lot of stuff unfiltered. Like, the lighting is obviously set up nicely, but you can see texture and you can see the natural skin texture, and I think that's really admirable, especially when you're selling your own product, and especially when we're in a world where it's like, this powder blurs, and we all know it doesn't. She's actually shown how very minimally a powder can give the appearance of a smoother skin without overdoing it on, you know, on a TikTok quality, kind of like low quality camera. I probably won't buy it because I have so many powders that I love, and the word bake is in it still, right? Yeah, easy bake. So when I hear the word bake, I tend to stay away from the powder. Baking powders, you know, when it was like, oh, it's for baking only, gives me the image of old-fashioned powders where it's like really heavy, just like dusty powder. Although, like the Coty Airspun, although this does have, this version, the pressed version, has hyaluronic acid and avocado derivative, which will make it quite modern in terms of formula, but still, the word bake in my mind, I just can't give it image of baking out my head. Okay, next up from Rare Beauty, we have the Blush and Glow 4-piece mini set. This is such a good idea. Two of the most bestest products from Rare Beauty, the highlighter and the liquid blush. Iconic, looks beautiful on everyone. The highlighter is like this smooth metallic liquid without glitter. It has no shimmer to it, nothing like that. And the blush in general are just really stunning. They blend really beautifully with your foundation. They sit nice on the skin. They don't get greasy or oily. Talk about greasy and oily. Let me fix my face. Yeah, they just sit really, really well. It's $34 and it includes a mini soft pinch liquid blush in Wisdom, which is like a mauvey plum, and and Virtue, which is a beige peach. Mini Positive Light liquid luminizers in this. I think there's an exclusive light gold shade which you can't get usually, and Transcendent Rose, which is a rose gold. This is a really good group of products because it is going to be suitable for a lot of skin tones. The rose gold on a deeper skin tones looks incredible. It's like, oh, my mouth's watering. Honestly, it's such a beautiful highlight. If you haven't tried the Rare Beauty highlighters already, you absolutely need to. $34 I think is really good value for the quality that they are, and a kit of 4 of them. Nice. Good time. Okay, so this is from Mad Beauty. I love Mad Beauty because they do heavily themed collections. They do Disney collections, which I absolutely love. And this is a Gremlins collection. Cute, it's so cute. So you can see some face masks here. What is that? Lip balms, a loofah, a shower cap, an eyeshadow palette, a night mask. They always do like these nice little, they occasionally will do like eyeshadow palettes, or they do like bath bombs and things like that, but they also do like beauty accessories. I have a Tiana crown headband from them for when I'm washing my face and doing my skincare and all that kind of stuff when I remember to. So there's a shower cap in this collection for $12.34. Cotton Candy Lip Balm for $6.85, a body puff for $6.85, sleep mask, which is $12.34, eyeshadow palette $23.32, and sheet mask $6.85. Their eyeshadow formulas are actually beautiful, so I'm not mad at the price for that. The colors in there aren't necessarily interesting to me. It looks quite neutral, and I know it's probably staying to the theme of a Gremlins, but I don't think it's that exciting. But the rest of the collection I think is so cute. Such a good idea for Christmas if you know someone who loves Gremlins. If you're probably my age plus, you probably know the Gremlins more than anyone. You know what they did miss out though on the opportunity in this one is to have that Gremlin, you know, that one, fashion icon Gremlin. Could have done a few lipstick shades, that would have been really cute. Okay, also so this is from Catrice. This is the Winnie the Pooh collection. I'm a Disney fan, but I'm not into Winnie the Pooh. I actually think it's quite boring, and he's a little bit annoying. Unpopular opinion, but he wouldn't be my friend, I'll tell you that. And it's actually something we've seen before, from Colourpop, the Honey Pop lip balms, which actually come in this very drop-shipped looking packaging, where it's that Honey Pop that we've seen from loads of different brands, same design, just different colors. The bronzers look cute with that little bit of dripping there as well. To be honest with you, if you took away the packaging and you weren't like a Winnie the Pooh fan, it wouldn't be the most exciting collection in general. The palettes are cute, I guess. I quite like the yellows with the browns there and the purpley tones. I just don't think it's that exciting. When people do a collection with like Winnie the Pooh, it's always like this classic older style yellows and honeys and things like that. What I would love to see from someone doing something like Winnie the Pooh is to change it up a little bit. Perhaps do like, what's that art movement called? Oh my God, why is it going at my head? Pop, something pop. Just block color the characters, pink, purple, gray, whatever, yellow, orange, and have like these, you know, different sets instead of always having this yellow goldy packaging. It's getting a bit repetitive. Anyway, even like the lip scrubber tool there looks like something you can get on Amazon. I just don't think it's the best. I think it's done quite poorly, actually. Too Faced are here making Christmas extremely boring with their bland as fuck palettes that they're doing this year. So Holiday 2023. You look at collections like this and you think, oh my God, the packaging is so exciting. They've done it again. It's a food theme. And then you look, actually look at the palettes, right? And it's like, what is different? And it's not just, I mean, if this was another brand, maybe I would be like, okay, that's kind of exciting. But I just look at these and I think back on what Too Faced have released in the past, and it's like, it's the same. There's nothing special from what their Christmas collections are to what their everyday collections are. There's nothing different either. The color palettes, the color stories are always very similar. They've just made packaging look like this. And they've released some of the stuff, lip stuff. I don't know how you can be a brand that have a huge budget, right, in terms of what you're selling, in terms of what you're making. It's Estee Lauder, it's owned by Estee Lauder, and then keep releasing the same shit over and over again. Their creative team must be bored to death. You know what I mean? It's getting old. Okay, Makeup Revolution have released this grease palette because they have to do every collaboration in the whole world ever, even if it doesn't make sense and even if they make it as boring as fuck. It contains Rizzo Melting Blush, Pink Lady, Sandy Melting Blush, Dark Pink Lady, Hopelessly Devoted Highlighter, $7, $12. It's the World Shadow Palette. Oh, it's the Word eyeshadow palette. I'm so dyslexic. $24. Sandy lipstick, $7, and so on and so forth. Let's just talk about this collection, right? Because I have issue with it. Let's think about Grease as a movie, right? And not Grease 2, which is absolutely iconic. And if you haven't seen Grease 2, you have to watch some of the best. Have you heard Cool Rider? The shade Sandy and Rizzo, I would swap round. Rizzo is known for being this fiery, tempered, really strong individual. Why is she the muted pink versus the, you know? And you get Sandy, who actually doesn't wear any makeup in the movie. They put it on her right at the end and give her this bright pinky red, which she doesn't wear in the movie. And they've got the bows. It's not like it's after her transformation. It's part of a Pink Lady collection, and she's got these ribbons on it, you know, Innocence ribbons. I think that's really strange. And also, let's take a look at the palettes really quickly, because they have these two palettes which look like every other palette they've released again. And I just want to look at the names in this Pink Lady palette, right? And I mainly want to look at this middle one in the top row called Think Pink, which is this bronzy gold, and the bottom right hand corner, Love or Hate and Think Pink. Could we not swap those around, considering Think Pink is gold and Love or Hate is pink? And you have Look Cool and Peachy Keen, which could probably be swapped around too. I just never see any much effort in these collections. I just find it really obscure, the color palettes that they choose. I really just think they roll a dice and are like, yeah, we'll choose those ones, and then we'll add a pink because it's Pink Ladies, we'll add a black because it's T-Birds, and we'll call them names. I don't know what they're trying to do there, to be honest with you. Also, I just want to talk about really quickly, everyone keeps asking me, it's not a problem, it's, you know, you ask me questions. A lot of people ask me, I should say it like that, a lot of people keep asking me if I'm going to try a few different things. The new Haus Labs concealer I desperately want to try when it comes in stock. The new Rem Beauty, you know, foundation, not interested, I have to be honest with you. If it's sent to me, I will. They have sent me PR in the past, but who knows, maybe not. I did make a video about Morphe companies, so probably not. And also the Makeup by Mario concealer. I tried the foundation and I wasn't a fan of it, and I'm not very interested in the concealer going, really. Maybe I'll pick it up if I see it, but I'm not desperate to try it. I have a lot of concealers I really like at the moment and not really looking to get more. I know that's part of my job also, but also I want to be a little bit, I want to hold back a little bit when it comes to things like concealers. If you have them, let me know down below because I would love to know how they're performing on you and on your skin. If you're interested in any of these products that you've seen in this video, let me know. Let's discuss. Let's talk about what you would like to see from brands as well, because there's a lot of releases and sometimes a lot of them don't make sense. But yeah. Alright, thank you so much for joining me. Once again, please do consider subscribing. Please give this video a thumbs up. It takes us 1 second and I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you very soon. Bye.